This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 572.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silvey, host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. We have first and foremost WordCamp Zaragoza, February 14th and 15th. That's a Friday and Saturday of this year. Zaragoza is in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's in Spain. That's right. I had to look that up. I did not know where that was. Anyway, so if you're in that part of the world, definitely go check it out. Website's pretty cool, by the way. I like a cool WordCamp website design. Kind of neat. Check it out. Link in the show notes. All right, moving on. Segment one, in the news, only one thing to mention here. TechCrunch.com reported that, quote, hackers are hijacking WordPress sites to push Windows and Mac malware, end quote. So I looked into it. It's kind of a long post. Apparently, the attack uses fake Chrome updates or fake Chrome update pages to trick visitors into downloading malware targeting both Windows and Mac users. So the takeaway here really is don't download things from sites that you don't recognize or don't know. Obviously, it's easy to say those of you listening and myself, I think we take more precautions than others. I love getting emails and certain things with links, especially like when it says my email inbox is full or reset the password. You know, you hover over it in the email reader that you use. You can see that it's not yours. It's not a legit email. And not only that, I run my own email servers. So yeah, I would know if my email was getting full. So anyway, just be careful. Don't download links from fake Chrome update pages into installing malware. So there you go. I think that is it in the news. Yeah, that's it in the news. Pretty light news week lately. All right, moving on. Segment 2, meat potatoes. So many of us wear many hats, multiple hats. We identify as business owners, freelancers. At the end of the day, we're all WordPress professionals, and we're looking for new ways to find clients, to make connections, and to grow business, obviously, to have income. But sometimes, and this is hard to admit, the best strategy is not chasing the latest trend. It's going back to the basics. And when it comes to digital growth and business growth, I still believe, and based on what I did some research, I've been proven correct that content is still king. So today, I'm diving into SEO and content strategy for 2025. And I've talked about this in the past, many years ago, because we're only 6 weeks into the new year. So there's still plenty of time to attack this, if you will, to pivot if you need to, or even take some time to think about it. So let's talk about what's working now, what's changing with Google, because Google still is the de facto standard on how you get found and whatnot, and how you can create content that actually helps you stand out and ideally garner traffic, which might lead to business. So I've broken this down into 3 areas, starting with number 1. I think it's 3 areas, and definitely 2, maybe a third here that I don't remember. Oh yeah, I think there's 3. Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, understanding the latest Google algorithm as of Q1 2025. Now the key trends here, I didn't know about this, and it took a while to figure this out. So apparently Google continues to focus on what's called EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So you have to figure out how does that work for you. What that means is prioritization of high quality human written content over AI generated spam. That's their word, okay? Enhance core web vitals, impact the rankings, and you want to make sure that you get a rise search of generative experience, so SGE, and its impact on click-through rates, CTR. So the pros and cons here. The pros are, of course, if you do this right, if you focus on these things, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, you'll get more opportunities as a niche expert to rank well. And the websites with strong UX and fast loading speeds gain the edge. Okay. So the takeaways, the actual takeaways, is what I want to add here for you, is to focus on longer, in-depth content with a mix of written and multimedia elements. Okay. Also, takeaway, improve your page speed. And you make sure mobile UX meets the core web vitals, the thresholds, and use structured data, schema markup to improve rich results in search. Okay. I know it's a lot, but if you kind of go back and need to listen to that, I recommend so, because I've had to read this myself, even though I wrote this about 4 or 5 times, and kind of pulling all the information from like 7 different places that I did this research on. Okay, number 2. The question is, of course, what's working now? Blogging versus video versus AI generated content. So of course, blogging is still powerful for SEO, but the content really needs to be unique and have insight and have deeper engagement, okay, because it will do that for you. Video is very much important. It's growing, and Google prioritizes video content in search. Now, the issue, of course, AI generated content, very useful for drafting, but must be edited for authenticity and for originality. I use all 3 of those. And I do use AI-generated content creation to some extent to help me ideate some stuff and some ideas for different clients, for my own stuff as well. But I always go back and read it and add my tone, add my voice. It just helps me. Actually, I can tell you the truth. When I use like ChatGPT for certain things, in my creating of the prompt, actually helps me almost answer the question that I'm looking for. But then I still submit it because it gives me a great starting point. And then from there, I modify, massage it out, and then kind of use what I want to use from it, etc. Okay, so the pros and cons. Blogging is a pro, SEO friendly, easy to update, builds domain authority. Video, higher engagement, better for branding, increasingly featured in SERPs, search engine results prioritization. So the actionable takeaways: mix text and video. Embed short videos if you can in your blog posts for SEO and engagement. Mix AI for research and drafting, but always go back and personalize it for the final content. And if you have YouTube or TikTok, go ahead and use those to optimize for SEO, because video snippets can drive traffic back to your WordPress website. I do that for runadam.run. I'm trying to do more of that with that YouTube channel and for my running part of my life, etc. So, okay. And lastly, number 3, optimizing WordPress sites for 2025 via SEO. So how to do this? Some best practices: high quality internal linking for better site navigation. Prioritize mobile first indexing. I'm not great at that. I often forget to do that and make sure we're doing that, because we just did a site not too long ago. And in hindsight, actually the site's not that, I'm wrong. The site is actually a couple years old. Got an open ticket from the client that one of their pages was not looking proper on mobile. And that's on us. So we fixed it. No big deal. It took literally, 10 minutes if that, but it was fixed. So anyway, you want to prioritize mobile first indexing. Another thing here would be off-page SEO and backlinks. Focus on partnerships, guest posts, industry mentions, ideally, to help you with SEO. Avoid low-quality AI-generated backlinks. Of course, I just said that again. Use the AI to help you generate ideation, some outlining maybe, but it should be your content, not its content, because that's not going to rank well at all, and you'll get dinged actually. And of course, the actual actionable takeaways is one thing people don't think about doing here is go back to old blog posts, and if you can, add new fresh insights with multimedia. You could update something and put the date, updated on this date. It doesn't have to stay stagnant or old data. So you can do that. You can do other things you can do as well would be use SEO plugins like Rank Math or Yoast to optimize the posts. And of course, build author profiles, show real world examples and experience using that EEAT strategy. So there you go. Those are the 3 things right now, the 3 areas that you want to start with to help, kind of get your sites moving forward for Q1 at least, okay, and moving forward into Q2 as well. Again, understand the latest Google algorithm, blogging versus video versus AI. They all can work, just if you use them the right way, and optimize your site for SEO for 2025. All right, if you have any other ideas or tips, by all means, let me know. Share. I'll share them here too. All right, moving on, segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This one's kind of cool. It's a tool, I guess. It's a service called Sugar Wish. I heard about it through a mastermind group I'm a part of. It's a way to send gifts to clients or friends or family. Sugarwish.com. It's, check it out. I have no connection to them. I'm not even an affiliate. Didn't apply for it. Pretty neat though. Sugarwish.com. Just thought I'd give them a shout out. And if you want to know, I like brownies and chocolate chip cookies. I'm just going to say it there. Okay, that's all I got. All right, if you have any questions, I'm going to wrap it up here. Send it in via email, adam@KitchensinkWP.com, or use that speak pipe function on the website. You want to support the show, you can do that. Become a Patreon. There's a link on the website. Want to sponsor? Form you need to fill out. I'll get back to you once you fill that out. We'll talk. And that's it. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right, bye-bye.